It's the fastest way around the track. And it also happens to be the name of the show. Yes, you guessed it. On this episode of The Racing Line, we're talking about the racing line. Every corner on Earth has 3 ideal placement points, targets, at which to aim your car. The beginning of a corner is called the turn-in. Next, we have the holy grail of the racing line, the almighty apex. And finally, exiting the corner, we've got the track out. A proper racing line should look something like this. Start at the turn-in, come down to the apex, and continue to the track out. Outside to the inside of the pavement, back to the outside. Simple enough? But is the racing line really the fastest way around a corner? Well, let's get in our track-capable Cadillac ATS-V and find out. First, I'm going to take the inside line, the shortest route. Then I'm going to take the outside line, the longest route. Next, I'll take the racing line to see which one is fastest. You ready? Here we go. The inside line. Now, the inside route around a corner is the shortest way, but is it the fastest? The outside line. The outside route is the longest way around the corner, which allows for greater speed than the inside route. The racing line. And now for the racing line. It's the best of both worlds. Outside, inside, outside, using all available pavement to make the corner as wide as possible. As you can see from the results, the racing line is much faster than the other 2 routes. It allows you to carry more speed into the corner, maintain a higher speed throughout, and exit at a higher velocity. But why is that? It's simple. The larger the radius, the more speed can be carried through the corner. Now I'm driving a small diameter circle right at the limit of grip, and I'm able to maintain 20 miles per hour. Now I'm driving a wider circle, again right on the limit of grip, and I'm able to go 30 miles an hour. Now I'm drifting because it's just more fun. And that's what you're doing when you drive the racing line. More radius equals more speed equals less lap time. It's simple geometry. Speaking of simple geometry, let's look at how tires relate to the racing line on today's Tire Rack Minute. You can get the most from your tires by isolating their functions and not overloading them. And your racing line is the key. Sometimes, later in races, tires start feeling greasy. Isolate your loads more to save them. Cornering loads distort the sidewalls and contact patch and cause them to easily slide too much. So use a late apex to straighten brake and acceleration zones to capitalize on the better grip under vertical loads when the contact patch is less tortured. What I'm trying to say is tires need love too. Be good to them. So what we've been looking at so far are constant radius turns. Now let's look at some other corners around the track to see how the racing line varies. Hairpin. This is a hairpin. It's a slow corner. And the fastest way around a slow corner, believe it or not, is slow. Cars turn better when slowing because it puts more load on the front tires. Be patient. Wait on the gas and get to the inside and apex late in the corner. This will straighten your line to the track out, allowing better acceleration and higher speeds going onto the straight. Increasing radius. This is an increasing radius corner. It's the most forgiving of corners. It starts tight, then opens up. These corners allow you to get on the power early as you pour on the coals with plenty of room to slide wide. They're lots of fun. Decreasing radius. And this is a large, decreasing radius corner. It tightens up on you as you go through. It's the most difficult and dangerous corner on a racetrack. Planning ahead pays dividends here. Enter with lots of speed, but think ahead. And inside apex will be very late in the corner. Wait for the road to start opening up before squeezing on the throttle, or you'll end up doing agricultural work off-road. So far, we've been looking at the ideal line in a perfect world, but there are some times when you'll need to adjust it for maximum speed. Corner with bump. Take this corner, for example. From the apex to the track out, it's very bumpy on the normal racing line. So I take a later apex, a tighter exit to avoid the bumps and get the power down. Off-camber corner. And in this corner, the road is crowned on the exit, going off-camber. So again, I apex late to straighten the exit and keep from sliding off. The racing line. We didn't name the show after it for nothing, you know. It can make the difference between being a winner and being a sorry loser chump. And on that note, apex responsibly, driving enthusiasts, and we'll see you next time on The Racing Line. When I was a kid, I started in autocross, and I drove flat out like a raving maniac. And I was good. I won the very first event I ever ran. People would tell me with more experience, Randy, slow down, you'll go faster. I thought they were crazy. I was beating that, what do they know? Until one event, I tried to go slower on purpose, and I went to check the time. It was faster. And the reason was I was using the racing line. I didn't understand it before.